Ha!
Oh, here we go.
We back.
Here we go
back.
after a long hiatus.
It's been one podcast. Technically, we have missed a single podcast.
It feels longer.
Feels like forever.
It feels like we haven't done one of these in a very long time.
It has been approximately 2 weeks.
Too long. Too long for our avid viewers.
They turn up to watch me fucking play VR porn or yeah.
Yeah, that was hot. Man.
I've just found out I have a new subscriber on my normal channel. That's interesting. I
Oh,
haven't
yeah?
put out anything in a long time. I'm famous.
How many subs you up to? You getting that play button yet?
How do I find out? My channel. Hang on. I have 54.
That's
I'm pretty sure
good.
our channel. I'm pretty sure our channel has more than that. No, hang on. Let me just thick and creamy. Hang on. Thick and creamy.
I think we got a solid 9.
Oh, really? I thought we had more than that.
No, I don't think anybody.
Oh,
wants.
it's 9. Oh, what are you doing?
I don't think anybody wants to subscribe to us, which is
Come on.
understandable.
No.
Oh no!
It's terrible. 705 views, 489, and then 48. But still, that you subscribe. Like, what are you playing at?
Yeah,
you missed
please
the action.
like, favorite, and rate 5 stars. Please.
Yes.
Speaking of nothing to do with video games, how's video games been, my man?
I'm having like a kind of, I don't know, like a bad run of it, to be honest. Metro. I finally finished Metro, and I've been taking my time with this, so I'm just so I know when I finally say what I want to say about it, I'm not being too harsh. You know, I've took my time. I've done all the exploring. I've done all the side missions. Yada yada yada, and it's disappointing. It is overall. It's the worst Metro to come out so far.
Well, that sucks.
Quite easily, I think as well. It's behind by quite a margin, in my personal opinion. Anyway, people might disagree with that. That's fine. But like the best part of that game is the last act, right? You pretty much you travel to a city that is has even worse radiation than Moscow, where the original games are based.
Cool.
And then you end up in another metro there, and the moment you go into that metro there, it is straight back to how awesome the other games were. It is by far, it is just so much better than all of the rest of the game up to that point combined. Right, and it is everything. The ambience are just like the sort of ghosts you're seeing because of the amount of radiation. All of that shit is just fucking awesome. This is what I fell in love with, but everything leading up to that, and it's just it is just disappointing, man. I give that game.
Time. So
it is.
You could. Have you like tried to 100% the game? Is that a game you can do that with, or?
Yeah, well, so the only sort of version of 100%, there isn't like any collectibles or anything like that. There's just in the most of the levels, there's like side missions, which effectively, yes, I guess I have kind of 100% today. The only challenge left really is playing it on the hardest difficulty. So
are you gonna?
Maybe, I don't know. I'm not eager to just yet, totally honest, because I wasn't that impressed. So the hardest mode, you get your HUD is taken away, so you can't see your ammo, your meds, everything like that. So you have to keep track of these things yourself, which adds that extra layer on top, which is really good. Like the other games did similar things, and it added this awesome layer to the game, which you could do afterwards. Which
Okay,
made
that's an interesting way to increase the difficulty.
Yeah, man, it makes it like even more immersive again. Do you know what I mean? Because there's no sort of over the top sort of HUDs and things that aren't realistic. It makes you feel like this is what it would actually be like if you yourself were there,
Yeah.
But apart from that, man, solid. I'd say 6 out of 10.
That's not bad.
It's not bad.
It's like a playable game.
It's a playable game,
It
but
works.
compared to the others, it's not even close.
Pales in comparison.
Yes, the audio, honestly, it ruined most of that game for me. Honest to God, the audio is so bad. So bad.
So you're not gonna go through it again, at least not for a while.
Maybe if I run out of things to stream in my spare time whenever I stream, maybe I'll do it. But I'm not in any rush to get back to it, I gotta be honest.
No. Oh.
No. But that's pretty much I mean, I've kind of been playing a little bit of Apex in my spare time, but I haven't really played much.
Apex?
Yes.
All the kids are going back to Fortnite.
Yeah, I know.
You're playing the wrong thing.
Yeah, I know. But we'll come to that later. But yeah, the problem is this too slow on the patches. I mean, season 1 so far has just been pointless. Nothing has changed from the release to season 1. I mean, they released like a new gun. I think that's about it.
Does it shoot lightning?
No, I think it's one new gun and one new character or something. There's no ranking system. There's no leaderboards. In a competitive shooter, you need these things to gauge yourself.
Yeah, it seems like that's a key component.
Other people, I should say. Yeah, it is, and it's like, don't get me wrong. Respawn compared to Epic is a tiny company. Compared to the team working on Fortnite is tiny, but like you need to keep up with these things because at the moment, you kind of gauge how well a game is doing nowadays by its engagement on Twitch, right? Really, because
sure.
People want to interact with people playing the game because they enjoy it and they play it themselves. That's usually how it works anyway. But it's fallen off, and it's fallen off hard. It's like it's taken a step too far over a cliff, and now I can't stop myself from falling down. I saw an article about it where the people were saying the viewership that it had when it first came out, which was like breaking records, was basically bought. It wasn't organic. Which is a fair statement.
Sure.
It is a fair statement, isn't it? Because they paid these big streamers to play the game. And at first, like it was popping off. You just saying, "Shit, this is the new game. This is what's gonna be, kill Fortnite." But fair play with the size of the team they've got behind Fortnite. Everything that people loved about Apex, they just took and put in Fortnite, and now everyone's gone back.
Fair enough. That's smart.
It is.
Why not?
There's no like legal thing saying, hey, you can't do that. Like Battle Royale, if someone's done something in a Battle Royale that's better than your game, you can just put it in your game. There's nothing stopping them from doing that.
Yeah, so why don't they make Battle Royales good?
That is a good question.
This is the issue.
So I've always, when I think about it, I've always wanted a Battle Royale game. Like, I would always ask my friends, like, when we just sitting there chilling, when we used to talk about video games, I would always say, like, oh, wouldn't it be awesome if they made a game where, like, 100 people would, like, drop down and just fight to the death and be like, yeah, that's awesome. But when I envisioned it, it was like a real gritty sort of, I guess, World War style. There's no fancy stuff. It's like you've got an axe or a shitty pistol or something like that. Like fancy sniper rifles or shit like that, like bow and arrows. Sort of Hunger Games shit.
Yeah.
That was always my ideal sort of Battle Royale, but it seems people prefer, I guess, like futuristic weapons or building an entire tower in about 5 seconds.
Yeah. How can people like the characters out of Apex? none of them seem like likable people. They all seem like assholes.
The most likable character in Apex is Pathfinder, the robot. Like,
Yeah.
he is hilarious.
Because
but
it's not a human.
no, it is a funny. Like the stuff he says, like is intro cards. You know, when you load into the game and people have like their banners and the picture of the character. Like some of the ones you unlock for Pathfinder are so funny.
Yeah.
So funny. He is by far the most likable character, but in terms of game style, he is a really popular character. Me personally, I'm big on the caustic train at the moment.
Yeah.
He's also like, his character isn't funny, but the things you can do with the character are fucking hilarious. So if you look on YouTube, there's a couple of videos of people running in the bunker, and there'll be a caustic who's jumped up in the corner of the room, and they can't see him immediately, and he'll chuck a gas trap in the way the doors so they can't get out, and then he'll chuck a couple more down, so they literally running around in a room that they can't get out of until they choke to death.
That's pretty good.
It is pretty funny, but overall at the moment it's not adding enough stuff to keep it interesting, to be honest, because I get bored pretty quick on it now. So they need some big releases soon, or it's just gonna die.
I don't know if it's gonna pick back up.
They're gonna
need a big kick in the fucking dick to wake up from this.
Yeah, unless they come out with something pretty special, it's gonna fall off. I mean, just looking at it now, you got Fortnite on 130,000. Even PUBG is beating Anthem. Not fucking Anthem. Apex right now. PUBG's on 41,000, and then Apex is on 30,000. So it's fallen down big time.
And like PUBG really lost some ground.
It lost ground in the West.
Yeah.
In China, it's doing really well.
Yeah,
very well indeed.
I personally, out of all three of them, I think PUBG is probably my favorite one out of those.
Yeah, I would say so. I would say so.
Yeah.
In my style, I would say PUBG's better. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so have you
that's
played
about it for
anything
me.
else? That's it this week?
No, that's about it for me, buddy.
Oh man.
I know. I was gonna buy the new Lara Croft because I thought by now, surely it would be on offer. It's been out for ages.
Yeah.
There's a steady flow of games coming out. I thought surely they're gonna put it on offer anytime now, so people would pick it up before other games. But no, it is currently sitting at a lovely £55 for the standard edition.
What?
So I'm just like, yeah, I'll wait.
Fuck that. Right off.
I know. And to
What
be
a
honest,
bitch.
there's so many games come out. Like, again, I might just pick up either Sekiro or Mortal Kombat instead until I will get Lara Croft, but I'm just going to wait for that game to come out on offer now because, again, it's been out for ages. I don't really want to pay full price for it right now.
Yeah, I think out of Mortal Kombat and Sekiro, after playing them both, I would say Sekiro is
Really?
the game I'd go for. Well, yeah.
That's interesting.
But we'll talk about Mortal Kombat another day.
Okay.
Because I've been playing different games
Okay.
this last 2 weeks. So
Tell me.
I'll tell you. Let me just look up my list. So first of all, I'm going to tell you about the things that made me angry.
Yes, please. I love being angry.
So I was playing, as a break from my visual novels, I was playing a game called Deep Space Waifu. It's either simulator or shooter. And the premise of this game, and I was like, this sounds pretty fun to play, and it sounds like it will reward me with some hentai. Which is what I want.
Yeah, ideally.
On a Monday afternoon. 3:30, I can hear all the kids walking home from school outside. I want to be inside with my hentai. It's a little bit of added danger knowing that there's kids out there and I'm
there's kids outside,
masturbating in
better
here.
get my dick out.
So this game, how it works is I skipped the story because boo, I don't care. So
Tits.
yeah, you play. It's a top-down shooter,
Right.
and you control someone on like this bike that can shoot little lasers, and you're flying over this picture of an anime girl, and you have to shoot off parts of her clothing because her clothing has like health points. So on top of that as well, there's enemies coming down from the top of the screen. You have to pick up power-ups and like defeat a boss at the end of each level.
Right.
But what you're aiming to do is shoot off all the clothes of the lady before you defeat the end boss. Because after you defeat the end boss, the camera zooms out and shows you the entire picture of the lady.
Yes.
So I was playing this, and I was shooting off every bit of clothing that I could see. And what they did to me was they removed all the nipples, all the assholes, and all the vagina.
Boo!
Yeah, so it was just a weird skin lady. Pure skin, no orifices apart from her mouth. And like, very disappointed, very underwhelmed. And it looked weird as well because you could tell the art originally did have nipples. So they had like these weird boobs with like lumps where the nipples should be and like nothing else.
That is terrifying.
Incredibly off-putting. But I must say the main menu music was, first of all, I thought the worst thing in the world, but by the end of the game took like half an hour to play through. I just couldn't stop humming it. Really intrusive menu music. I will never forget that menu music. So that was sad for me. Boo, sad time.
Boo.
Yeah, boo, fuck you, waifu simulator space, whatever. So then I decided, I know, enough of the smut. I'll play a puzzle game.
Oh, okay.
To fuel my mind. To try and like make me, do you know like when you beat a puzzle game without looking up a game fact, you're like, yeah, I'm a really smart boy.
Yeah.
I downloaded a game called Doors.
Right.
And how this works is that you enter a room, and this room will have 4 doors, and they'll have an instruction in the room. So, for example, it'll be like enter door number 1 for the first puzzle, and the doors will be labeled 1 to 4. So you'd obviously go in door number 1 then, and the next panel would be saying enter door square. So, you know, you go with the one with the square on the door instead. But then he'll start making it more and more difficult. It'll be like, enter door 3, and you might have to go inside the door with a triangle picture because it's got 3 sides to it. So it was those sort of like puzzles you sort of think of, and they got really complex, like really tough. So it worked fine. Like, the main reason I got mad at this game was because I'm a fucking moron. And like that good feeling I'm talking about when you complete a puzzle in the game without looking it up, I don't know it. So I had to like look up a walkthrough for this game that I now own. I cheated all the way to the end because I was getting too frustrated, and then the game was like, "Oh, congratulations, you're a smart boy." I was like, "Well, I don't feel like it." So I got rid of that game. I got rid of Doors. So eventually, I have Devil May Cry 5, and I was like, I'm gonna play some of that. But after my 2 experiences with those games, I was like, I don't feel like I deserve to play a good game right now. I don't want to play a AAA game that I know has good reviews and I know I'll enjoy. I want to play a really dumb, boring, mindless game that I can just chill out and mong out with. Right. Instead of starting some epic adventure. So I downloaded Jump Force. And have you seen that?
I have played it
Oh.
Can I be honest?
Yes.
I fucking hated every fucking second I played that game.
Yeah.
Every second. It is so bad.
Yeah, it fucking sucks.
It sucks so much.
Yeah.
I hated it. I hated it so much.
So yeah, the obviously, for people who are listening and don't know, it's all the shown anime universes combined as a fighting game, and each one of your characters has like their special moves from the animes they can do, and you can build your own avatar and assign powers to him and stuff, and it is just fucking trash.
Yes.
So what I did on that game was I loaded a trainer online so I could have like infinite money, infinite experience, infinite everything. I just had fun with it, cheating on it for a while. So I've been... I don't know why I'm doing this, but I'm like playing through the game with infinite health, infinite special gorge. So there's no challenge in it. But for whatever reason, I've just been playing it non-stop. And that's currently where I am with video games.
Because it looked really similar to Dragon Ball Xenoverse. I didn't mind the Xenoverse too much, to be honest. I haven't played number 2, in all fairness. But when I was playing, the first one, I thought, oh, this ain't bad. I mean, it's a bit different.
Yeah.
Could be better. Could play a bit smoother. The combat could be a bit better. But overall, I was like, yeah, a bit of fun. It's not so bad. So when I played this I forgot what it's even called. What's Jump Force? Jump Force. When I saw it advertised, I was like, wow, that looks sick. Like, I don't even like anime, really. I like Dragon Ball Z and that's about it. But it's just, I thought, like, wow, that looks really cool. My friend who's like big into anime, he was super excited, and he bought it. So I went over and played it, and I was just like, you paid money for this?
Yeah.
This is fucking shit.
Yeah.
Like, this is really bad.
I'm glad I didn't pay money for it, is all I can say. Because that game is fucking garbage.
Yeah. I appreciate you trying to do something different, but
yeah.
Oh, I fucking suck.
The thing is, as well, it's really lazy. It's super lazy because
I felt that.
The story is just... I've been playing it for a bit, and it seems to be like these bad guys are making people turn evil from evil cubes. And you have to beat up these other characters so they don't have evil cubes in them anymore, and then they're good guys. But the Xenoverse games had pretty much the same story.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, you're good friends. Oh, they're evil now, somehow. Yeah. And it's super lazy.
It is super lazy, 100%.
And super trashy. Yeah. But yeah, because I wanted a game just to mong out with, playing a fighting game with infinite HP where I can just fuck about has been my sort of guilty pleasure for the last few days. But I've sort of got over that now. I've got, like I said, I've still got Devil May Cry, so I'm gonna jump into that. Next,
Devil May Cry 5.
6.
6. Oh,
yeah, fuck. I've made.
No,
I made the sequel.
Fuck off! I can't remember which one it is.
It's actually 7.
Ah, okay. Wait, what? No, from what I've heard, it's really good. So I think you'll have a good time on that game for a change.
I fucking hope so.
We'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see, man.
But that's what I've been playing.
You haven't played your fucking Japanese visual novel one then?
No. I took a break from that to do the Deep Space Simulator, the waifu one, and well, serves me right. I miss my wives. I want to go see them.
I miss you guys.
I want to go see what's going on in their world.
Oh God. So nothing else you've been playing?
Oh, no.
It's been a sad couple, 2 weeks for games for me, really.
Yeah, it really has.
It's been a bunch of from what I've seen, not great news, but Just
Oh,
nothing
but
interesting.
I tell you what has come out over the last 2 weeks,
Tell me.
and it's video game related. The Sonic the Hedgehog trailer.
Oh God, yes. Oh God.
It looks so good.
Like, so this is what this is what
can't
the
wait.
conversations I've been having, right? The comedy, like, and the jokes look on point. The actors, I have no issues with the actors. I think the decent castings. Everything in that film looks great,
Wait,
apart from Sonic.
yeah, I was thinking then. I hope there was an apart or a but.
Oh God, it looks just it. I can't even explain it. Oh my God!
Have you seen the screenshot of when Sonic is first discovered by the cop in the film, and the cop is pointing a dark gun at Sonic,
Yeah.
and Sonic has like a shocked expression on his face, and he has all these human teeth in his mouth.
And his human eyes and just everything is just
It's fucking
like, what?
gross.
It is fucking the weirdest thing I have seen in my life. But I don't know if you've seen news come out today. I'm pretty sure the director has seen all the memes and pretty much everyone ripping on Sonic, and he said that he's going to fix it.
How?
I don't know, but
How
he
is
said
he's gonna have to literally totally redesign Sonic.
he hashtagged it as well. Gotta fix fast.
Oh my God.
But yeah, he's seen it, and he's basically admitted, he's like, oh, okay, everyone's got a point here, so he's gonna
Thing is,
he's gonna fix it.
who okayed this? Who when they were making this, who was designing that scene before he gets shot in the leg and was like, yeah, this is nice.
But this is the problem when the clueless people in like Hollywood try and get on board with the game stuff. They're just completely oblivious.
But
They think this is fine, but it just looks so dumb.
all I can
So-
imagine was the creation of Sonic as this render was done by like one person
Yeah,
And- who was like constantly fucking up, and I was like, oh shit, I should have given him fucking one Cyclops eye and like had that, not these two weird eyes. Oh shit, I've put the wrong fucking teeth in his mouth. Like, oh no, I've made him really stretchy and weird, and like his fur gives out lightning now. And like, I can imagine just one guy just being like, fuck it, I've done my best.
I don't get paid enough for this shit.
Yeah. I mean, like, people who do CGI, who have worked in CGI, you know, geeky people probably should know what Sonic the fucking Hedgehog looks like.
A quick Google search will help you, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I love where he doesn't even have like the gloves on and the white arms and all that shit. It's
No, he
just
just said he has weird human hands on his
it's so
strange body.
his legs are so thick as well. It's like, what the fuck? Have you seen some of the memes though? They're so funny.
I kind of don't want them to fix it. I want to just see this film.
It's too late, but they're already planning on fixing it now before he comes out. They'll probably delay the release now, to be honest.
I mean, good. But I do like Jim Carrey as Dr. Ivor Robotnik.
Yeah, it looks like he's going back to his roots of comedy style, which
Good.
I can't wait for.
Yeah.
I honestly, I grew up on Jim Carrey, and I think he's one of the funniest guys ever, to be honest.
Yeah, that'll be sick. I am generally looking forward to seeing this film because it'll either be so bad it's good, or so bad.
I think this is going to be a win-win. I think it's going to be a win-win, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because it, like you said, if it's so bad, it's going to be good. It's just going to be a meme. It's going to be something we can get plenty of enjoyment out of. So we win there, or it's actually going to be a really decent film. Because if the rest of the film is filled with jokes like it is in the trailer, sort of, where he's like, oh, is there a child in that bag? He's like, no. Well, yeah, it is a child, but it's not my child. There's a child in your bag, it's not your child. It's like, yeah. It's like, those sort of jokes.
Joke.
Yeah, I mean, if it's filled with more jokes like that, I think I can't fucking wait. I think it's gonna be great.
But right now, I don't want to be near that Sonic.
No. It's the weirdest trailer I've ever watched. I've never had like such mixed feelings.
No, and of course this trailer and the Sonic film is coming only shortly after the Detective Pikachu,
I can't wait for that.
which
either.
looks really great. And
Yes.
they've sort of redesigned Pikachu in this realistic way, but they have made it. They've done a really good job.
Yeah, I think it looks awesome. I
Yeah.
can't wait to go see that. I really can't. Really can't.
Yeah, the director of the Sonic film is a guy called Jeff Fowler. And his message was to everyone who complained was just, the message is loud and clear. So, good.
Yeah, I think it's the right move because I think it's the only thing that has ruined everyone's response to the really decent trailer. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because it just looks so fucking dumb.
yeah. But no, I don't know. I kind of want him to make it worse. 'Cause I kind of want him to go back to that one guy who designed Sonic who was like, do it again, and he's like, I don't know how. I keep putting these body parts together and it just doesn't work.
Do you know what would make this film now is if they have Ugandan Knuckles. I think I'd be done for the rest.
Just get an actor to play Sonic instead. Get like Danny DeVito in.
Ah, yes. Now we
like-
can make the film.
I'm sure if the director turned around and was like, I'm replacing the entirety of Sonic with a tiny CG Danny DeVito, everyone will be like, yep,
Yep.
that's
And we're also
fantastic.
making a guest appearance as Ugandan Knuckles. Oh man, that'd be the best film ever. Anyway, what are you got in the gaming news sphere, my friend?
Well, I've got something cool to tell you.
Oh, I always want something cool.
I say cool. I mean,
You say cool, and now you don't sound so sure.
it's kind of cool.
It's kind of cool.
I don't
I'll
know.
take kind of cool.
I know.
Go on.
So
hit me with
there's some. I don't really normally talk about these things because they're kind of boring and it happens all the time. Do you know,
Right.
for example, when they bring out a special edition Xbox and it looks like Titanfall, or
Yes.
like special editions controllers and they look like penises, or like whatever.
Yeah.
So they're bringing out special edition Xbox Ones. And
They brought a lot of special edition Xboxes, and they've
these
never
are,
really enticed
these
me
are
to buy them.
Godzilla ones.
Godzilla.
Yeah, but they have totally designed this really well, and I'm going to send you a picture of this, and then I'm going to describe it to the people.
Right next to our Minecraft porn picture. Oh
So look at
god.
this picture.
What the fuck?
So what they've done, they've made the Xbox Ones look like the monsters
That's awesome,
from
actually.
the Godzilla. So like they got one for Mothra, one for the Thunder one. I don't remember the names of them that well. And one obviously for Godzilla. And it's like they got big blue spikes sticking out of the Xbox.
Yeah,
and
it looks like the Xbox has
rad.
come up. Yeah, I mean that's pretty awesome. I'm just confused though because there's not a Godzilla game coming out. So
There is a film coming out.
yeah, I know, but Xbox plays games.
Xbox is a media center, my friend.
I know, but you're not going to be able to watch Godzilla on the Xbox.
Oh, yes.
not
You're quite
not
correct.
for, I'm confused. Don't get me wrong, it's awesome. It really is awesome, but why? They usually do this for games coming out.
Yeah, yeah, they normally do. But like I said, normally they only do like a paint scheme, but they really
Yeah.
added parts and scales and like
Yeah.
this skin texture to the Xbox.
They're going
And
to
it
overheat
looks
like a
really
motherfucker.
Huh?
They're going to overheat like a motherfucker.
Yeah, but then
They
at least
look
you could be like,
cool.
that's Godzilla. You know, it's his like fire nuclear breath. Or
Out
whatever.
of those 4 designs though, which one would you get?
The obvious answer is the yellow one at the back, which looks like two big yellow veiny cocks.
They do.
No, that one's a dragon with, I think it's 3 heads, whatever monster that was.
3-headed Hydra.
Yeah, but I know that the Hydra had a name, and I can't remember it.
Yeah.
Michael?
Yeah. Michael the 3-headed Hydra.
Yeah. Do you not remember Godzilla vs. Michael?
So, I think the lamest one is the Mothra one. I mean,
yeah, it just looks like a big bug on an Xbox.
Well, it's not even that big. It just looks like someone stuck a fucking plastic moth on the top. But the other 3 are fucking awesome.
The other 3 are really cool.
What is the red one? What monster is that?
Oh, the red one.
It looks like... What is that?
I couldn't tell you. It looks like loads of little spikes, though, doesn't it?
I thought it was just Godzilla, the Hydra, and the moth in this film.
I don't know. I haven't seen anything about this film, but
the trailer looks great.
Recommend anyone listening go have a look at these designs because they're quite cool.
They are pretty cool. I was expecting them to be absolute dog shit, but they are actually really cool. I will admit.
So. Yeah, that's a bit of nice news to start off with.
That's cool. I appreciate that.
No,
I'm not going to buy you one, but
I appreciate you listening to me tell you about that.
I appreciate you showing me.
So, the internet and how everyone's basically a pussy now.
Yes.
Microsoft wants to help these pussies out.
Okay.
So Microsoft has provided a list of what they're now deeming acceptable trash talk for Xbox Live.
Oh, fuck off.
So you lose on a game or you win on a game, you're gonna have someone say, "Hey, you're a fucking faggot, I hate you, die, go kill yourself." And you listen to it and you're like, "Yeah, whatever."
Yeah.
And then you just continue playing your game anyway.
Yeah, because so again, it has no impact on the course of your fucking life, but yes.
Because hey, if you just don't play,
just turn your mic off. You can literally turn off the voice chat. It's not hard.
Yeah. So Microsoft has given the list and some examples of its acceptable trash talk.
It's like, hey, you poo head.
Yeah, basically. So here's what going too far sounds like on trash talk. So
okay.
You can't say get sexual threat. Can't believe you thought you were on my level.
That's too far.
So you can't say get fucked. But you can say get destroyed. Can't believe you thought you were on my level. Don't tell people to get fucked. You have to tell people to get destroyed.
That is. You can't say get fucked.
No.
I literally say that on a daily basis. I'm not even joking.
So I got more examples here. So this is something that's acceptable. That was some serious potato aim. Get wrecked.
Literally nobody says that.
You can't say, "Hey motherfucker, that was some serious potato aim. Get wrecked, trash."
Oh my god.
I know.
Safe space. Where's my fucking bubble wrap?
I know. So some of these, I like these. So another example of some acceptable trash talk. The only reason you went positive was you spent all game camping. Try again, kid. So this.
Did you say that was acceptable?
That was acceptable.
Okay, that's acceptable.
This isn't. The only reason you went positive was you spent all game camping. Kill yourself, kid.
Oh, fuck off.
What was that? Silence. So yeah,
that's the thought police on their way to the announcement.
So I got 2 more examples.
Oh god.
So this is acceptable.
Okay.
Cheap win. Come at me when you can actually drive without running cars off the road.
Okay.
And this is what going too far sounds like, so I'm going to warn people now. I am just saying it as it is. Cheap win. Totally expected from a nigga.
Fuck. Well, they've written that on the page.
Well, they said totally expected from a racial slur. But they obviously mean nigga, right?
Yeah, cool.
So you can't say that.
Fuck.
We have one more. Acceptable is that sucked. Get good and then come back when your kill death ratio is over 1. So you can say that sucked, but you can't say this.
Nobody says that.
So you can't say you suck. Get out of my country. Maybe they'll let you back in when your kill death ratio is over 1.
Nobody's. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, Microsoft, stop.
So, I mean... yeah.
Oh, God. That is fucking... that's just...
So
that's sad.
They've also got some standards about, other little rules. So they're saying, hey, don't build a club around illegal drug use in your game.
What? Don't what?
Yeah. Don't upload custom gamer pics that show animal abuse.
What?
Don't tell players to kill themselves. Don't use the flag of a terrorist organization as your club's profile picture. I know.
It's all memes, though. It's all memes. Oh my god.
So, other things you can't do is message other players with homophobic slurs. Make a club grounded in ethnic hatred. Let's see, what else can't you do? Regularly offer prizes in exchange for follows? I don't know what that...
Oh, yeah.
You can't You can't repetitively message other players without their consent.
What?
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
Yeah. There's a few other things you can't do. You can't start a broadcast in order to troll someone. You can't post game clips that may offend others.
How can you... some of them are fair enough. Like the one where you can't build a club based on ethnic hatred or something like that. Like things like that. That's fair enough.
Yeah.
But ones that are clearly trolling, with the ISIS flag or something like that, I don't know, just the get fucked and stuff like this is just ridiculous.
Yeah, right.
That's just fucking. Oh, that is sad. That is sad.
Now everyone's children again. You can't swear.
You can't. You can't baby children the entire time. Otherwise, by the time they come, into the working world and everyone just tells you how it is, if you get into a job or something, and you say your boss is a bit he tells you how it is and you've done something shit, and he comes up to you and he gives you an earful, saying, "Oh, this was just shit. This is awful. You do this again, you're gonna be fucking sacked," and stuff like that. That boy, that man or that woman, this grown adult, is probably gonna break down and cry.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because they've been babied this entire time. They're not going to know how to handle these strong words, these strong people.
Yeah.
Because the entire time they've never caught abuse off someone. You can't baby someone this entire time. It's fucking ridiculous.
So
some of them are fair enough, but most of them, I'm sorry, that's just stupid.
So the thing that I feel like Microsoft is forgetting is context.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's different if I go up to someone in the street and I tell them, "Get fucked, fucking kill yourself."
Yeah.
It's different. When I'm playing a game online, I don't really do it. But if I was doing it and people are talking shit to me, I know those people don't actually mean go kill yourself, actually get fucked.
I know.
because it's in the context of playing a video game.
Yeah. Exactly.
And that's some funny Microsoft news.
That's pretty stupid. I mean, I that's just sad. To me, that's really sad. It take, like, to be honest, when people when I'm in like voice chat on something like Apex or something like that, and I'm with some pretty troll teammates, and they tell, like, if I make a shitty play and they're just like, "Oh my god, you're fucking garbage," something like that. I find that funny. I personally, I end up laughing, and then I end up getting in an exchange with them, which overall is I find fucking hilarious. Some people take it seriously, which is fair enough. I would advise to learn to control your emotions, so you don't get annoyed every time someone just fucking rags on you for not being good. Which is it's just part of the fun, man. I mean, as long as you're not, saying things you shouldn't be saying, like, the racial slur or whatever. I mean, it's just it's sad. That's sad. There's too much babying going on, especially for kids. I feel sorry for them.
It's funny though.
It's pretty funny.
It's funny.
It is pretty funny.
It's quite funny.
It's funny. It's sort of funny at them.
Yeah.
I mean, like, they're out of touch. I think
some of them were just they're just so weak.
They're so weak.
A bit of strange news is, do you remember the game Earthworm Jim?
No.
So Earthworm Jim was a 2D platformer where you played an earthworm who was in a super suit, and he could run around. He had a gun. You shoot enemies, get to the end of the level, and had a really great art style. It was really funny, and if you played it, it's quite difficult to explain. Okay. But it turns out there's a sequel coming to this game. Last time it was released, it was a HD remake of the original game in 2010. Okay. So they just revealed a new Earthworm Jim game, and I was like, "Oh, cool! That's rad." I wouldn't mind that game because it was a big game for my childhood. However, it's a console exclusive. Would you care to guess what console?
It's a console exclusive. I would say Nintendo.
You're wrong.
Oh, okay. What console is it?
Oh, it's not Sony. It's not Microsoft. It's not PC. Okay. It's not mobile platforms. It's not like iPhone exclusive. It's not on any Game Boys. There's no 3DS, no Vitas. It is exclusive to the upcoming Intellivision Amico.
The what?
The sorry, I'm sure you know this console. Okay. The Intellivision Amico. Do you know the Intellivision Amico?
No.
No?
I can't say I do.
No, dude. The Amico, the Intellivision Amico.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. No, I still never heard of it. No.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's what I thought. So there's an old games company called Intellivision. Have you heard of Intellivision?
Yeah.
Intellivision was like a retro console, basically.
Right.
And for whatever the fuck reason, Intellivision are making this new console, and I'm gonna maybe have to just show you a picture of this and then explain it to the people at home. This is a concept picture, which is on their main page, IntellivisionEntertainment.com.
What is that? It looks like a fucking charging station for two phones.
Yeah, it looks like a big charging station for two old iPods. With two old iPods on top of it. So those...
I tell you what it looks like, sorry. It looks like a George Foreman lean, mean, fat-reducing grilling machine with two phones on top. Like, it does. It looks like you pop that open and slam some fucking steaks in that bad boy.
So those two iPod-looking things on the top of it
Yeah.
are controllers.
Oh god, they look awful.
Yeah, they are similar to the old Intellivision controllers that they used to have, which incidentally were quite shit then.
But they'll be fine now.
yeah, I'm sure it would be. That's just, you want to have a weird circle pad for like your games, right?
Yeah.
So this console is online only, obviously, and you can download games from it. And the new Earthworm Jim game is coming out. What I seem to see exclusively on this.
Yeah, can't wait to get my Intellivision Amico and play this second Earthworm Jim game.
Yep.
Yeah. When's it release so I can pre-order? Can I pre-order?
Let me just look at the website here. And wait.
I feel the urgent need to pre-order this console and game.
Wait, I'm just I can't see a place that you can pre-order this.
Oh, what a shame!
It's estimated between 160 and 180 US dollars.
Oh yes,
so
it's definitely the amount of money I want to part with for this clear genius piece of engineering.
Yeah, I mean, there's lots of good names behind this console. There's lots of people who have been in the gaming industry for 20 years plus. Working on this console, and like David Perry, does that ring a bell?
Nope.
Okay, well that's fine. Don't worry. The co-founder of Intellivision, it was another guy, Bill Fisher. No.
Oh yeah. No,
Yeah?
I don't know that guy either. No.
Good.
Oh.
Good.
Okay.
So
who else has been working on this legendary console?
Paul Newman.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't know him either.
Oh, so it's coming out in 2020, the 10th of the 12th, 2020.
Oh my god, I can't wait to go back in time and play this new console. Wait, that doesn't make sense. It's coming out next year.
What are you talking about?
Exactly. We going back in time with this shit. Oh, I just farted.
Nice. Nice.
You say these people have been in making games for game consoles whatever for 20 years. Why do they think it's a good idea to have these fucking what are the controllers? Sorry. Why do they think that's a good idea? They look awful.
It's a throwback to how the Intellivision controllers used to look.
But literally looks like you have to play games on an iPod.
No,
like an old iPod.
No, you don't understand. It's a throwback.
Yeah,
because it's like how it used to be.
Yeah, right.
Remember?
Can you quickly
history in the
get
past?
Some stats on how many consoles the Intellivision original sold, please.
Yes. Let me look in my not Wikipedia here.
Look into your brain because you know it.
Okay, ignore the typing sound because that's just my brain. Shit. Sales. World.
Come on, bub. We're eager to know.
Sorry, I'm just thinking. So, here's a sort of comparison.
Yeah.
So, by the end of its lifespan, the Atari 2600, obviously you know the Atari 2600, yeah?
Of course, yes.
Sold 25 million units.
Yes.
The ColecoVision, hear of that?
Yes.
Sold 6 million units.
Okay.
The Intellivision, which
Yes.
is obviously the one we're talking about here, sold 3 million units.
So they thought this was a fantastic time to bring back this console that everybody clearly loved.
I mean, the only reason I know about Intellivision is because I obviously had like an interest in old retro games and stuff.
Yes.
But yeah, I don't know.
This is gonna crash and burn horrifically.
I mean, it can't be any worse than the Ouya.
Well, the only statement I'll give to that is the ooh-wah.
Yuya.
The ooh-wah.
No way.
Get it? No, I know what it is. It was,
Oh, thank fuck. I was thinking, did you not know what the
it
Ouya
was a
was?
joke. I know what the ooh-yah
But
is.
you knew.
But literally, it died almost the day it came out. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm trying to look up the sales for the Ouya.
that was, N-A, but.
How many did you sell? Oh, okay. I've got the number.
Oh, okay. Tell me the number.
Sorry. Oh wait, that's
His brain power is fleeting.
sorry. I was reading. I forgot I'm supposed to be speaking. So.
Yeah, Jenny has a podcast working.
The amount of Ouyas sold in total, 4.
4.
Yep.
Like 4 million? Or
Just 4.
Just 4.
4.
Sold 4 consoles.
They sold 4 consoles.
Are you joking?
Yes.
Oh, like, fuck that. Well, I don't think thank fuck. I don't give a shit.
So
That would actually
I'm struggling to find the exact amount the Ouya sold.
Right.
Um,
But we're going to say you on the Thicc Creek podcast they only sold 4.
yeah,
Sold 4 consoles.
in April 2014, the Ouya's most popular game at the time, a game called Towerfall, sold a total of 7,000 copies.
Oh my god. Oh, that's disappointing.
Yeah, that's it's not great, is it?
No.
No.
I was curious, how well did the last checkup, how well did the Steam console do? Because they brought out consoles, didn't they?
The Steam console. The Steam console.
Is there a Steam console? Pretty sure there's a Steam console.
Steam cons. Do you mean like the Steam boxes?
Aye.
Oh,
Do they count as consoles?
I don't
'Cause
know.
they were kind of games-only consoles sort of things.
I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure how to find them. Really.
Well, never mind then. But
Very
yeah,
sorry.
the Intellivision, can't wait for that.
Yep. So a little bit about Ouya. It probably sold less than 100,000, less than 80,000 units worldwide.
Oof. That's an oof.
That's quite the oof, right?
That's a big oof.
So I have 2 other small bits of news.
Hit me
First
with
of
it.
all, the Oculus Rift S and Quest are launching next month.
What is Quest?
So the Oculus Quest is a standalone VR headset,
Okay.
which is powered by a really good processor. I won't go into the numbers and figures. So it's a massive upgrade over the specs of the current only real good standalone VR headset, the Oculus Go. The Oculus the Oculus Quest features Oculus Insight, which has 4 inbuilt sensors into the unit to give a full positional 6 degree of freedom tracking.
Oh, that's cool.
Instead of the sensors with the Oculus I have now.
So you don't need like sensors on the walls or anything anymore.
Nope. So
it just tracks the room around you.
It will display a very large resolution of 2880 by 1600, which is an increase from the other thing that's coming out next month. But it'll have, let's see, a price point of about £400 to £500.
Well, in all fairness, like the Vive when it first came out was like 600 quid. So I mean, that's not bad considering it's like how much is improved.
Yeah, I'm quite, and also the Rift S is the sequel to the Rift.
Yeah.
So it's obviously connected up to your computer, which is now wireless again.
Yeah.
So and has the same sort of functionality. But to be honest, I'm thinking of when the reviews and stuff come out for it, getting the Oculus Quest, because I'd love to have a standalone VR headset.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because the only headset I've got is the Vive, and it's big, bulky, wires everywhere. The resolution isn't great. I don't know if that's just the graphics card I got or not, but the biggest thing for me was lugging those wires, possibly tripped over them a couple of times.
Yeah,
games looking blurry. It's
the Quest. It might be that the Rift S, so not the standalone one, might still have a wire. I'm not entirely sure, but it looks like it still has a wire in the picture. So
yeah, it might be like a wire to a battery pack or something.
Maybe.
Like that wouldn't bother me so much, but as long as it's less wires than the Vive,
yeah.
I'm not going to complain, to be honest.
So I'm thinking about putting. I've got my my Oculus. I'm thinking of probably putting it up for sale.
Yeah,
get a maybe, I don't know, $250, and then I might buy the standalone one instead.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I would definitely. Ooh, fuck you. Sorry, tired. Just come back. Yeah, no, I would definitely swap out the old one for a wireless one for sure, 100%. It would be so much better.
So I said I had two bits of news. I've looked at the final bit, decided it was boring, and I'm not going to bother.
I just graze over it. What was it about?
It was something about video games. I don't know.
Finally, we're talking about video games.
So, something like, you're not allowed to say video games anymore because it offends. It offends. I don't know. Like just people who don't like the word game.
Well, there's only one thing I want to talk about, really. So it's in regards to Anthem. Okay. Oh. Littered with bugs. Clearly a broken game. Like it's just a skeleton. Still is. They've released a patch that has fixed like the minimal things that has taken so long to come out. Like you can now access your inventory during raids or dungeons or whatever. Like you couldn't do that before. That is the sort of things they had to fix. Things that should have been there immediately.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, that's about it. So they've had to delay not delay. They've just cancelled the roadmap of the planned releases completely. It's gone. They give in updates on the patches as they come out and stuff like that, but the roadmap they had planned for planned releases going forward, they've had to scrap it because they've spent so long fixing the things and adding the things that should have been in the game already. So earlier we were on about Apex and stuff like that. So generally you gauge a game's popularity nowadays by its engagement on Twitch, and that's fair enough. And by that logic, right? So let me just have a quick look. Say World of Warcraft is another looter. Well, it's not a looter shooter, but it's a looter RPG game.
Yep.
Yeah. Currently sitting pretty number 6, which is 42.3 thousand viewers. Okay. I would say the next most popular one you would imagine be Destiny. Really?
Right.
Well, I mean, there's Black Desert and stuff like that. That's 6.1. I mean, Destiny is only 3.6k viewers. How many do you think our good friend Anthem is on?
5.8 million.
That's a
higher.
no. It's no. Much less. Give you one guess. One more guess. Go on.
Okay, a serious guess?
A serious guess. As I'm looking at it right this second.
Oh, I don't know.
Go on. Get a number out. So Destiny's on like 3k.
Shit.
Where do you think it is in comparison to Destiny?
It must be close to 3K.
Must be close to 3K. Go on, give me a number.
2.8.
2.8.
Yeah.
So you believe that Anthem is on 2.8k viewers. As of right this second, as I am looking at it, it is currently on 343 viewers.
No.
It is behind the original Need for Speed Most Wanted. It is behind Splatoon 2. It is behind StarCraft 1. It is behind The Evil Within, which came out many, many, many years ago.
The Evil fucking Within.
Yes. And it was a decent game, but I'm surprised people are still playing it today. But that's how well Anthem is doing on the Twitch scale, which is a relevant scale, let's be honest, in judging a game's popularity. So I think the biggest gripe people have with the game is obviously content, and the loot system is so bad. They did this community stream and it was so awkward but so funny at the same time, because they finished one of the new, I forget what they call them, like fortresses I think they call them, so basically like dungeons or whatever. And they finished the new one, which they had to delay the stream by a week, and by that point the fortress had already come out, so everyone had already played it anyway.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's been a shit show. And like people are like only ever getting like purple stuff, which is good stuff, but you want the chance of getting like the the best shit, which like basically nobody is. And the dev team were playing it on a stream, and they finished the fucking the fortress, and they got to the chest at the end with the loot in, and everything purple came out, and it was this most awkward fucking silence afterwards, because it was just an example of like the problems this game was having.
Oh wow!
You need to watch the clip. It's on Reddit, I think. I saw someone watching it off, and it's like the infamous Purple Rain, I think it's called, on Anthem, and it is so fucking awkward. It is beautiful to watch. Beautiful.
I'm gonna have to find that.
Yeah, watch it when you get a chance. It's so good. But for you, for your outlook on Anthem, what do you think they could do to revive Anthem into a viable looter shooter? In your personal, what would make you play Anthem? What would bring you to Anthem? What would they need to add?
Man, like, I'm not a big fan of looter shooting anyway.
Yeah,
so
that's fair enough.
I'm trying to think, what do they need to do for me? What I find, like, it's just been done too many times. Like, this entire game is just like another serving of what AAA gaming industries keep giving me.
It's like
they keep giving me like these like aesthetics that I can change. They keep giving me these fucking robot suits and future guns. Yeah. They keep giving me like, oh, now you can fly this ability, and like swarms of enemies I can take down. But it don't work anymore.
Yeah, not enough innovation for you, then, is it?
Yeah, I think Anthem, especially when I read the story and originally, when it was like, you're on a planet and you have to go find a thing. And it's in layman terms, that's all it is. Yeah, and I just from there, it's just it's even less intuitive than the Assassin's Creed franchise for me.
Oh god,
which becomes so run of the mill that I never bothered. But even that had more personality than, like, Odyssey has more personality than Anthem.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Anthem would have to like literally suck my dick. And then I'd be like, okay, Anthem, you maybe you're saying something here.
Yeah.
But I can't hear what Anthem's saying because it has my dick in its mouth.
Oh, I love it. I appreciate that one. That was good. I enjoyed that. I thoroughly enjoyed that. Yeah, no, you are right. these AAA companies, they see a style of game that has worked before. So what's happening? They it's sort of follow the leader. They all try and put their own spin on something that's already been done, and sometimes it pays off, but most of the time lately, it really doesn't. They basically, what I've read about Anthem is that about a year and a half ago, they didn't even know what this game was going to be. Like, they didn't know what it was going to be about. They didn't know what the story was going to be. They didn't even know what it was going to be called. But they claimed it was in development for 7 years, and apparently that's a load of shit. Apparently they've only done any decent work on it in the last 2 years. So I'm not really surprised it is in the state that it's in. But they could redeem it, because, let's be honest, it is a good-looking game. It does have a good-looking world. It does have some decent-looking, enemies and I guess creatures in the game. So if they fixed the core elements of the game, they made it rewarding enough. Obviously, you can't. It's got to be like World of Warcraft, where if in terms of loot, there's got to be so much loot, I think, so not everyone looks the same.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because I feel like that's where the new looter games have fallen behind. They haven't added enough loot into the games, to be honest. Because if you go on World of Warcraft, there's very few people that are wearing the same stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they've got that cool thing where if you find armor with awesome stats, but you think it looks like shit, you can transmute those. Is it transmute? I can't remember. Where you basically take those stats from that awesome thing, that awesome piece of armor that looks shit, and add it to a shit piece of armor that looks awesome.
Yeah, that's cool.
Do you know what I mean? So you can walk around in vanilla, end game loot that looks fucking sick, and have it the same stats as level 120 armor or whatever.
Yeah.
But in terms of loot, I think these games are falling behind. There's just not enough of it. Everyone looks the same unless you spend real money on it.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know, if to bring me to the game, more content, no bugs, no bugs, but, fix the bugs. I don't know. The more I think about it, I don't think they could bring me to this game now. No. Actually, I think I'm done.
I think when we're looking at the loot in this game and we're comparing it to World of Warcraft had the bonus of having various species and various classes, and having a lot more variety that they could choose from out of their universe, which is built on a lot of quite a lot of lore, the Warcraft universe. Whereas Anthem, in World of Warcraft, you could go around, you could pick up a new helmet, for example, from a dropped from an enemy, and it looked completely different. Whereas Anthem, you pick up a new gun, and it's going to be a metal fucking gun.
Yeah.
And it's going to be have a new bunch of numbers in front of it. Oh, this is the fucking CR334 submachine gun. This one does 12 damage per second. The other gun did 11.4. Who's picking up this gun and going, yeah, sick.
I think they would have done better if they actually just didn't have guns. They kept the suits of armor, I guess, which are pretty cool, but they had I don't know, energy swords and fucking, I don't know, energy bow and arrows or something cool like that. I think it would have been cooler if they actually dropped guns from this game completely.
Yeah,
I think it would have added a different layer to the game. It wouldn't have just been a Destiny competitor. It could have been something different. They could have turned this into something really cool, I think, actually. But the more I think about Anthem, don't get me wrong, it looks stunning. It really looks good. But the more I think about this game, the more I see this game, it's lazy, I think. It's just I don't think it's going to get to a point where it's going to be like, you know what? I'm going to go fucking buy Anthem.
No, you could give it to me for $5, and I just don't think I'd install it.
No, I wanted this game to be good. I really did, because I did like BioWare, especially before Mass Effect Andromeda. I had massive respect for that company, and I was sort of really hopeful when Andromeda was sort of announced, but since then it's just been downhill, and I'm skeptical of pretty much everything they do. You know, I'm surprised as well that Fallout 76 has actually got more viewers in this game. Fallout 76 on 534, what the fuck?
Go on, Fallout. That's awesome. I'm quite glad.
I mean, that says it all, really. That you're falling behind a game that is universally hated. I don't know. Games, man. I didn't even know what to say.
Yeah, games, right?
I tried to make a sort of decent question, but the more I think about it, it's just it's done. I think give it another couple of weeks, and I think EA will drop this game. They'd be like, right, we're losing too much money. This game is in the red. We need to shut it down.
Yeah. Well, keep what they have out there, and then move on to the next thing to fucking mess up.
Yeah, well, EA haven't had the best run of games recently. Let's be honest. They failed to hit their what do they call it? The earnings reports and what have you every quarter. They failed to hit their targets. So I'm going to assume with the bad run form, they're probably just going to be like, right, scrap all this shit that's not working for us, push Ultimate Teams in our sports games, all of the sports games.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and they're going to hope the new Star Wars game does well for them. Hopefully they haven't found a way to monetize the living shit out of it, but we'll see. I think they're gonna cut ties with this game pretty soon.
We'll see. We'll see.
It's sad, man, because every time I want to talk about these games, and then you sort of realize the state they're coming out in, I'm just less and less interested, and it's getting me down, man.
Hey, don't worry. In Television 2020.
Oh, can't wait.
Only 1 year away from the savior of all video games.
Video games will make a return with the Intellivision.
Video games are going to be popular again. And
yes!
Yep, they'll be... Yep.
There's just nothing to say, is it? At this point, there's nothing to say. Everything sucks.
And on that note, unless you have any further things,
no,
we will.
To be honest, I'm thinking about taking your route and just playing visual novels.
Oh,
to be honest,
I can set you up.
Normal video games suck.
Yeah, totally. No, I can set you up with some visual novels.
I bet you could, bud.
I can set you up, but you dare touch my fucking wives.
I might play that one you were on about with the disabled people. I mean,
I will link you to the disabled girls dating simulator.
I'm gonna date some disabled girls.
Yeah, sure. I'll send you that. And if any viewers have made it this far into the podcast, please never come back.
Hey, you might not need to ask him.
No, I won't. All right then, dude. I think we're done.
I'm done.
We'll catch you guys next time we do this.
Yeah. Hopefully in the next week we'll have something fun to talk about.
Yeah. All right. Bye.
Oh man.
Bye.
I hate video games so fucking much.
Bye.
Yeah, you can suck my big fat balls. Maybe I need